So one of the last things I did yesterday was put up 2 pieces of wood that really don't go here. My door opens right there, and if you'll notice there's a wood piece that goes across the top and all the way down and forms like an outer edge for that. Over here I was making these little strips here, and I just kept right on going. And I got in the house and my wife said, "So did you mean to leave one side of that different than the other side?" And I said, "No, I didn't mean to do that." So I'll start right off this morning and put this strip back, put them 2 little strips back, and we'll go from there. Silly me. After that, I'm gonna strip those pieces over there, strip that window, which you really don't see a lot of, but it'll still look, you do see it somewhat, and it'll look better done. Once we get beyond that, we're kind of over into no man's land over here. My neighbor, who's been doing some work on my house, has been storing some siding and some gutters and some different stuff over in here, so I probably won't be getting over in this area right away. I'll leave that alone. But I can go on around the building. Oh, the other thing, I mentioned yesterday that I would be over at my neighbor's house. Not that neighbor, but the other neighbor, the one across the street that bought the mill. That didn't turn out to happen. I was going to go over and help him with some stuff. But he called last night and said he wasn't going to do that today. He's doing some other stuff today. They're kind of like we were when we went to Georgia. They came up from another state and just are in the process of moving in over there and figuring everything out. So I'm trying to be as helpful to them as Bill and Bobby and them were to me when I went down there. So I have plenty to do here with these strips I have. This whole back side of this building was never stripped, and if you get your angle just right and look through there, you can see daylight shining through all the way from here to the other side of the building where the door is. And you know, same as everywhere else, rainwater, snow, and everything else comes through. So I'm going to strip that whole side and frame around those windows. I've got another side over here that needs to be done. So I'll do that all the way into there. And then I've got a part up on the roof that needs to be done. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough strips to do all of that, but that little part of the roof right in there up top, some of those boards have warped and pulled loose. I need to get up there and reattach them, but I also need to strip the edges to keep the weather from blowing in. So probably enough to keep me busy for the day. And I'll get started with what I got here, and y'all can watch if you want to. Okay.